and welcome back to my channel. Now, when it comes to investing, we are generally, as people, as investors, more focused on building wealth and achieving our financial goals. That is it, actually. That is what investing is all about, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is why we are putting our money away and investing it into ETFs or mutual funds or index funds or stocks or bonds, because we want it to grow so we can retire or buy that home or whatever your goal is. But there's a big but. There's something that we as investors need to start thinking more about, and that's where is our money going? What companies are we investing in? What are our investing dollars saying about us and our values? Now, when I work with clients, one of the things that we do is we take a look at what they're currently investing in, and we do a little deep dive and see, okay, you're in this mutual fund, what companies are in there? And most of the time, they have no idea. This is very, very common, so don't feel bad if this is you, but we need to be more mindful of what we are doing with our investing dollars so we can make sure that we feel good about it. I personally have a couple companies that I definitely don't want to invest in because I don't believe in them. They go against my values, my ethics, everything. So if you're listening to me right now and you're like, yeah, okay, this is me, so what do? What are my options? Well, luckily there's a whole kind of stream of investing called responsible investing, and that is what I'm going to be talking to you about in this video. Now, I just said a term that you may have never heard of before, and that is responsible investing. Now, some people like to give it different names like impact investing or socially responsible investing or sustainable investing. All of these kind of mean the same thing. Let's make it kind of easy. Let's talk about standard investing and responsible investing because they are very, very separate. So obviously, standard investing is probably what you're doing right now. You're invested in a portfolio of, say, mutual funds or ETFs, and you are investing in a plethora of different companies, and you're just hoping to either, beat the market or match the market. That's standard investing. Responsible investing is similar in that you are also trying to invest and build your wealth and either match or beat the market, but you're also investing in companies that follow a couple special criteria. And those criteria are broken down to 3 different factors: environmental, social, and governance, otherwise known as ESG. These factors are used to evaluate different companies, so we know that they are making a positive impact on the environment and our society and are governing themselves as an ethical company. This evaluation process is called the ESG approach, and basically it is a way to measure a company's environmental, societal, and governance risks. For instance, you would want to measure how a company is managing their environmental impact. How are they disposing of their waste, and what are their carbon emissions like? So that is what ESG is all about. And if you want to learn more about that, I'm going to include a link below. But let's talk about what can we actually do as investors. Well, the first thing is, if you're a DIY investor, obviously you can just do your own research, measure different companies, and build your own portfolio from scratch. The second thing you can do is, if you're a big fan of robo-advisors like myself, you can find one that offers responsible portfolios. And luckily, RBC InvestEase recently launched their own slew of responsible portfolios, which I'm very excited about because, believe you me, I did my research. I looked at all of the different robo-advisors in Canada, and there is some slim pickings when it comes to responsible investment portfolios. Now, if this is the first time you've heard of RBC InvestEase, don't worry, I actually made a video about it not too long ago, so I will link it below, so make sure to check that out. But let me talk a little bit more about what the difference really is between a standard and responsible portfolio. So we know what you're probably going to be investing in and what you're not going to be investing in, but the biggest difference is the cost. Now, giving RBC InvestEase as an example, the cost for a responsible portfolio compared to a standard portfolio is a little bit more. Now, the management fee, so that is the 0.5% that you're paying RBC InvestEase to rebalance your portfolio, invest for you, add new contributions to your portfolio, that stays exactly the same. The only difference is the MER on the actual ETFs that you're investing in. Now, you will see this across the board with any other robo-advisor out there, or even individual ETFs if you're a DIY investor. Those funds that are considered responsible are more expensive. For me, it's kind of the same thing as if you go to the grocery store and you want to make sure that you're getting the best eggs that are organic and the chickens can run around and they're not in cages. Those eggs are more expensive than the ones where the chickens are just in cages. If you want to do good in the environment and society and just like have a positive impact on the world, unfortunately, right now, there's a little bit of a cost to that. For me, I think the long-term impact is totally worth it, but that's just something you should be aware of. Another thing to think about is obviously investment performance. Are you giving up higher returns and paying a little bit more for those responsible investments compared to standard investments? No. If you decide to invest in responsible investments, you are not sacrificing performance. Just because you decide to invest in investments or ETFs or mutual funds that are considered responsible, that does not mean that you're not going to get good returns compared to a standard portfolio. So to kind of end things off, if you want to learn more about responsible investing, I have a blog post linked below, but also if you want to just take action and maybe you haven't even started investing and this is something that really means something to you, then I highly recommend that you check out RBC InvestEase new responsible portfolios. They are really kind of leading the charge, I think, in offering not just low-cost ETFs that are trying to match the market, which I, again, such a big fan of passive investing, but they're now offering you a chance to do that and also make sure that you're investing in companies that you can feel really good about, which I think is a really, really important thing, especially in this day and age when there's so many things we need to think about to save our planet. And also, I have something very special to share with you and I can't wait. If you want to invest with RBC InvestEase, I have a very special deal for you. If you use my special promo code AA357, you can get a free year of RBC InvestEase, and that means you will not pay any of that management fee, that 0.5%, for 12 months. So again, make sure to use my promo code AA357 to get 12 months with no management fees with RBC InvestEase. So thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment below, like and share this video with your friends. If you have any other questions about responsible investing or RBC InvestEase or robo-advisors, please let me know in the comments and I will do my best to answer. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon so you can get notified of the next time I put out a video. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will be back very soon. I will see you next time.